So what number is this?
I don't know. Let's track.
Well, we don't know because we haven't been able to get together with each other because of COVID and, well, children and life and no time. But this is Garment Rack, I think, number 9?
Something like that.
Whatever. We're almost at 10.
Yeah.
And the topic today is...
putting 2020 to bed.
Good night. Sayonara.
As I imagine we're all ready to do in some ways.
So the reason why we're actually putting 2020 to bed is that today we were actually dealing with a lot of inventory, and we had meant to have our Garment Rack chat at 9 a.m. and it's now 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, we mentioned this with light and energy.
So all this energy, and now it's dark in here. And I actually came to our inventory day wearing my nap dress. So I am actually wearing under here a nap dress. And during the day, I was actually wearing this shirt, but tied up, and I look cute, right?
Very cute.
Thank you.
Very,
okay.
very cute.
But now I'm actually wearing it here because I just, I thought like kind of my nap dress just needs to take a nap a little bit too. But I'm actually wearing my pajamas or my nap dress, and I was wearing that yesterday, and I wore it to bed last night, and then I wore it to see Kelsey to do work this morning. And it was just sort of indicative of the kind of time that we're having in the holiday crush, running a company, designing for a company, and just thinking all about like what 2020 has been to us. And, some of the days have been really, really hard right now because we have no family necessarily around to help us with our kids. They're all, in different places. And, not only are we building a company, but we're also taking care of other people. So I think a lot of people at home are probably feeling the same way. And I actually was on a call with you, trying to actually talk about product launches and then just inventory fulfillment and, orders and all this kind of stuff with our team. And my son was going crazy and peeing on the floor. And I was like, what would mother, again.
You were also nursing at the same time.
I was also nursing, and she's not loving that either. And it was a really bad moment. And I was a mess. And I said to the team, I was like, what would Mother Oxford do right now? How would she find resilience in all this? And I think that, we're taking stock and we're thinking about, how we're putting 2020 to bed. And I'm just curious, how have you been kind of like thinking about 2020 and the Mother Oxford? I mean, we've done great things in 2020.
I mean, we launched this year in the middle of a pandemic
it's just really crazy.
We
actually decided to launch during the pandemic, and I know we've mentioned this in the Garment Rack chat. And I remember when 2020, and I don't know if this is maybe ever resonated with you, when 2020 happened, I said, 2020 is like 2020 vision, like, some in hindsight, you kind of things come together. And ironically, with all of the hard stuff that's been going on, I would say I've had more focus in my life than ever.
Totally agree.
I
feel like we all
really hard.
I think a lot of people went into 2020. I don't even remember what was so tough about 2019, but I remember everyone being like, "Get rid of 2019."
There was
right, and it was like, "Come on, 2020, we're ready." And I think we all had this idea of like it's going to be like clear vision, and I think it has been. It's just been much more uncomfortable and messier than we expected to get there. But I think that it has like shown light on a lot of things for a lot of us.
Priorities.
Exactly what our priorities are. And I think
family being a huge element.
Exactly.
And this idea of coming together.
Exactly.
And also coming apart to come together. And so I think that's why we're wearing our pajamas. And Mother Oxford always factors into that because you can absolutely sleep in your Mother Oxford. And your Mother Oxford can also cover up your sleepwear. And it can keep you warm to make you feel like you're wearing a pop of color, which is such a subtle color. And I really like this on my skin. It actually makes me feel a lot brighter. So this is actually why I'm wearing this one right now. And, when you talk about being messy and like putting things together, like it's been a hodgepodge of all different types of styles for me this year. And you're wearing a bow by A.V. Norden. That is a great, friend of ours. And
I love, like, no matter what a mess I am, if I, like, put on some accessory like this that sort of ties it all together, I feel, like, more...
Exactly, like, you're just... and you literally, she's actually wearing no pants.
I'm not wearing pants. Because I'm wearing my Mother Oxford, like, a nightshirt, and I'm wearing my favorite...
And a longer one.
My favorite Sunday Forever robe on top of it.
Wearing her... I'm asking a hat.
I'd like to think I'm channeling Moira Rose right now and her like sleepwear game.
And I'm wearing again everything I was wearing yesterday. In my nap dress, and I've decided, like, if I don't wear Mother Oxford like at all, or if I'm not wearing it in any which way, I do wear the cuffs because I think they put out like a nice pop of color, and especially I like it with the blue. So I feel redressed. I feel like I've addressed my emotional state, and I think that that's sort of what we're doing. We're redressing, we're addressing our 2020 and taking all that inventory and trying to make a different picture, or actually the continuation. I don't think it needs to always be like a left or right turn. It can be like, if you feel like you've been true to yourself, you can have some momentum. And so we're still really dirty, and well, at least I'm really dirty, because sometimes it's just dry shampoo and a week of not showering that really brings out the aura
really well.
Because of a ring light.
Yeah.
That's a ring light.
We learned of the ring light in 2020, and
We
that was
did,
definitely something
because
good
we
to
were
come out of
doing
this year.
Natural light.
Yeah.
And that was so great.
I think that the taking inventory, when we were counting all of our stuff earlier and getting it organized, it really was like, okay, what do we have going on? And I think from a life perspective too, that's how I'm sort of closing out the year, is like, what happened this year? What did I learn? I have so much to be thankful for. Like, and how am I going to set my expectations and just prepare myself for next year and going into it 1 year wiser.
1 year wiser. And I also think 1 year more authentic, where, we shed light way more on the underbelly of what it means to be a woman right now, and for all of the history of time, and how much is on our shoulders, and like how we need support, and we need this community. And I'm so happy to be brought to a place where we can expand on it together. And I think that's what we all want to do, is like really be much more, embrace the mess, but that means you have to acknowledge the dirty to do it. You can't run from the mess. And I think that's a different message. It's like, you actually have to acknowledge that things are dirty in order to figure out what to live in discomfort. So that's 2020, living in discomfort and taking inventory and stock of all the things you have and don't have.
Yeah.
So that's right.
Yeah.
Now we get to go to Garment Rack 10, where you'll join us in a different state of undress. Okay?